What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Too Many Opinions podcast. This is Sarah.
This is Jeannie.
And today, guys, we are joined by the ultimate food queen.
The reason why our phones eat before we do.
The woman who tells us what we're going to eat before we know.
Right. Laura from Buns and Bites.
Welcome, Laura.
Buns and Bites. Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
Wasn't that so
intro.
cute?
I love that. Oh my God.
We practiced.
I know.
We practiced. I'm not going to lie. That was cute, though, right?
I know.
was like, oh my God.
All right. So we're going to start off with, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Laura outside of Buns and Bites? And how are you doing?
Honestly, I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Well.
Okay.
Yes. And Laura, outside of Buns and Bites, I feel like I try to be my very authentic self on Buns and Bites. So the person who you see online, granted, a lot of the time you're just seeing me like eating and like happy. Honestly, that is me. I'm very happy and eating. Yeah, I'm just like a generally happy, friendly person. If you see me on the streets or at a restaurant, come say hi. Yeah, I mean, I'm 33. How old are you guys?
Same.
34?
Oh. I said same, but 34.
I was like, oh my God. I feel like these days sometimes I'll be talking to people and I'll think, I have this problem. I think everyone is the same age as me. I just forget. Maybe I think that I'm their age. Maybe that's more what it is.
That's my
and they'll
problem.
be like, I'm 23. And I'm like,
Oh, wait a second.
oh my God. So anyways, I'm 33. I grew up in Providence. I'm a diehard Rhode Island girl forever.
Okay, through and through.
Through and through.
So you've never left Rhode Island?
I've never left Rhode Island.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your nationality?
I'm Portuguese.
Oh, you love it. Me too,
Okay,
girl.
Yes,
Yes. I love it. I knew it. I said it. She's Portuguese. I know it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you did say that.
I did.
But I get all sorts of like, oh, are you Italian?
Yeah.
I get all sorts of thoughts on what I am.
Things.
But no, yeah, I'm 100% Portuguese.
I love that. Did you grow up in a very Portuguese household?
No, I didn't. Like both of my parents, like my father was born in Portugal. My mom was born here, but like they didn't really speak Portuguese at home. They cooked like some things Portuguese.
Okay.
But like, I mean, now as an adult, I'm like way more connected to Portugal than I ever was growing up because like now I'm like, oh, like the country is so dope and like so gorgeous.
Yes.
So I go every year.
Amazing.
I'm obsessed with it.
Oh my God, I gotta
love
go.
It's so beautiful.
You
I haven't
gotta
been
go.
to Portugal personally. We're from the Azores, but oh my God, I can just imagine. So beautiful. So
It's stunning. It's like a fun thing I do with my dad. Like it's like the thing that like we can do together. So he goes back twice. Usually he'd go back twice a year. So going back with him is always like a fun thing for us to do together. So we're going to the Azores. Usually we go to the mainland and we'll like do like a night or two in the Azores. But we're going to just the islands. Do you know what island is your family from?
Agua Dulce.
Which one?
Agua Dulce.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that. I know there are many. There's like so many. The Azores, the archipelago is like many, many islands.
Yes.
I've never even
Yeah,
heard of that one.
It's like a small one. I feel like it's near, oh my God, what's the other one? It'll come to me. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay. So what else? Anything else you want to tell us about yourself before we sort of get into the next one?
Well, I'm a Leo.
Oh,
Very
nice.
Leo.
Okay. We have a Libra.
Super Libra.
Super Libra.
I'm like a Libra, moon Libra, rising
Oh,
Libra.
you're like a
and
trio
I'm
Leo.
like a Libra.
Trio Libra.
Went through.
Very Libra. And what are
Definitely.
you?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a December babe.
Yes. Okay, but fire signs. And we've got balance.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Bring it all together.
I love it.
This is what it is.
This is how we connect. We're like glue.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll go next. What inspired you to start Buns and Bites?
Honestly, I just wanted to have like a fun, like hobby. I was going out to eat all the time. There's so many good restaurants in Providence, and I was like, I should. And like, also, I have to remind people that I started Buns and Bites so long ago. Like, there was no reels, there was no video, there was no stories, there was not even the 4x5. It was one square photo. When I started this 8 years ago.
Oh,
so
wow.
what we're working with, it's like you couldn't even post multiple photos.
Wow.
There was no carousel.
Yes.
Just one.
Wow, you're bringing it way back, girl. You were
Really
bringing
aging
it
myself
back.
here. So, like, when I started it, I was kind of like, oh, like, I should just put these on Instagram. But there was many food blogs. Like, there've always been, like, many food blogs. I'm not, like, the first person to have a food blog in Rhode Island. I was like, I want to do something different, something that's, like, fun, that, like, nobody else is doing. Like, what's something, like, just, like fun and silly and, like, cute. So I didn't have the idea yet, but I knew I wanted to do something. So I'm like looking at your explore page. Obviously it's like showing us all like things that we're like interested in. And so I'd always see tons of food, obviously. But then the other thing, I'd always see like girls. You'd be like fashion, like gym, like things like that. So I'd always see the booty pose.
Okay,
all the
cool.
time.
All
Just
the
like you
time.
always
All the
see
time. Yes.
buns online. So I was like,
genius.
you know what would be so cute? Like you just have like foodies and booties and just like kind of combine the two.
I
Combine
love
the
that.
two. I'm like, I've never seen this done before. This could be like my own thing that like nobody would be in my lane because it would be like a straight hard bite. Like you can't do it. So I was like, I'm gonna just do it. And like I think I came up with the name. I was like, the name is perfect. Buns and bites. Like what
That
a
is
fun.
perfect.
Yeah. And I had the idea for like a minute, and I was like, I don't know. And I remember like I told a couple people like, this is my idea, and a couple people were like, I don't know.
Of course.
Of course, it's always
Bit
gonna
of
be
a reach,
wrong.
girl. And I was like, I don't know. I think it's gonna. And I had a lot of people who were like, do it. Like it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
So I was very nervous because launching it, like if it didn't go, like, it was very warmly received. But if it hadn't been, and it was a flop, it would have been like, oh, that like weird thing. Like remember that weird vlog that Laura made?
But no, that's not
So
what
people
happened.
were like, oh, this is so fun. Like it's just like cheeky and cute. Like it was never like, I've never been trying to like make it like uber like sexualized or anything. Like it's just like cheeky.
Yeah, I don't get
like,
that vibe.
No,
Never.
like, that's never been like what I'm going for. It's just supposed to be, these are the best places to eat in Rhode Island. This is like how I'm gonna, like, this is my art of celebrating myself, my body, and like loving what I get to eat, all this good stuff, like having good girlfriends, building community, like all of those things are really what it's built upon. So that is how it started. That's what I was inspired by, of like the local food scene, loving being a woman, loving my body, having fun, eating well, and like all wrapped up into a little teeny tiny picture online.
Oh, that's crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm
Yes.
sure you've inspired so many people, because imagine there's so many people who want to go and do that and they're afraid of failure. People
Yeah.
are afraid of that
Yeah,
kickback
yeah.
that you were talking about.
It can
sure,
be
for
embarrassing.
sure.
You can feel like, especially like now that we're all chronically online, like
Yeah,
everybody,
I know.
our grandparents are online.
Yes, they are.
The 10-year-olds are online. Everybody is online. So it's like you're just so publicly putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Like never before. Like no other generation has experienced this like we are today. So it's just, and sometimes I like saw like a stupid meme that was like, to be cringe is to be free. And I was like, yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I'm like, many people, I'm sure, think I am cringy. I don't care. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
you can.
I
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
give a fuck if you think I am cringy. I have so much fun. I just go out to eat with my friends multiple times a week. I can get paid to do it.
That part.
You think I'm cringy?
Period.
I think I'm great. I don't know.
Keep
And
it
you know
coming.
what's crazy? So the people that you're cringy, that you're cringy. To the people that you're not cringy, you're not
Yeah.
cringy. People will always have like an issue anyway.
Yes.
No matter what, you could be perfect and they'll find something
Always
to hate on.
Absolutely. Someone always got something to say. But I love that for you, and amazing brand work. That was so good, so well thought out, so well played.
Yeah, for sure. So the next question that I have for you is, what was the first restaurant you ever promoted?
It's so funny because I got some like memories coming up on my phone. You know how iPhone does that?
Oh,
It shows you
yeah.
all those old pictures.
Yes.
So when I started, before I actually like hit the first post, before I launched it, I gathered enough content to post for a month, so that like I could just always have content rolling. That was like a really big thing, is that like you always have to have content. Even back then, when like you just always had to have something fresh. So I
Yeah.
wanted to be posting like several days a week. So in order to do that, I needed to have like 15 restaurants like drafted and ready to go. So the very first one, I don't remember like which order, because they were all, but some of the first ones were Sydney Cafe in downtown Providence. I think
We
you
were
guys
just
were
right
there.
there. Oh my
I saw that you
gosh,
guys
so
were there.
funny. Okay.
Sydney Cafe and their avocado toast, which was like one of, I don't know if you guys remember like when avocado toast was having its like
Moment.
moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And their avocado toast was like the best. So it was like the most like incredible avocado toast.
Okay.
So Sydney Cafe, Providence Bagel. So also mind you, like I was doing this with like the little
Yeah.
before I ever posted it. So like I will never forget this. I'm sitting at Providence Bagel. I'm doing my little pictures. My husband is like,
Yes, that is the angle, honey.
he's clicking for me. So I'm taking the pictures. there's a man that's sitting next to me and he's like, do you mind if I ask you like what you're doing? And I was just like, oh, like I'm starting this food blog, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be called Buns and Bites. It's going to be just like food, booties, good times, like good food. And he was the owner. And he was like, this is a great idea. Like, I love it. So I'll always like love Providence Bagel because from before day one, he was like, you got a great idea. So Providence Bagel is
I
a
love
long
them.
time love. You love Providence Bagel?
For sure.
Yeah. Carrie Cupcake. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was actually used to be called Sweet Indulgence in Tuxedo Village.
The little pink place.
The little pink place. Carrie Cupcake, Sandwich Hut. So like a bunch of these places in the beginning, I was just like, and
Wow.
if I pull up a photo and I show you an original photo,
You'll be like, no way. Wait, are you going to cringe?
I'm gonna cringe. You're like myself because I'm like, but again, like content is different now.
Yeah.
Like again, like what you were posting before, like didn't like have to be edited, not that like edited, but like
Yeah.
I was taking pictures on my phone like as best as I could.
Right.
And that was it.
And that was it. And so today I'm like, oh, I would be doing this entirely differently. It's just like the different approach, the polished. Like today I'm very polished and I want it to like look really good.
It looks really good.
And, like,
and in
then
5
it
years,
was
it's
just-
going to be even better. Like, it's
Yeah.
just crazy.
When did it hit you that Buns and Bites was going to be like the brand? Like you realize, like what was your turning point? Like, wow, this is blowing up.
Day one.
Oh.
Listen.
You heard that here first.
Day one.
Okay.
No, not that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like. And
You
honestly,
just
like
knew
I
it.
feel still Buns and Bites is just my baby. Like
Right.
I'm obsessed with it. Like I love it to death. Like it is my. I have so much fun with it. And like as soon as I hit post and people were like, "Yay, this is so cute," I was like, "That's it."
This
and
is
we're
it.
gonna go. And we're not like not
Wow.
not a lull, not a like we're taking a pause. Nothing for 8 years. So like, and honestly, as soon as like some point in like year one, like honestly, when I first started, I was like maybe at one point like I'll get free food. And then once I got some free food, I was like maybe one day somebody will pay me to do this. And then at some point I was like, wow, now I can get paid to do this. And so it's like from there, like at what point did like that start to feel like, did that snowball effect start happening? I don't know. But like as soon as I started this, like I'm fully committed to it. Like I am going to like ride this as long as I can.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that it's been 8 years. Like I still cannot believe it's been 8 years. Why?
And I have one follow-up question. Were you working a full-time job when you first started this?
Well, actually, when I first started it, I was in grad school.
Okay.
So technically I was in grad school. And then, yes, once I graduated, I was working full-time at New England Tech.
Wow.
Yes.
And then eventually Buns and Bite continued to take off.
Yes. And so I did real estate for a little while with my husband. And
Okay.
then from there, I was like, I don't fucking need to sell another house ever again because I don't like it nearly as much as I like doing this.
Right.
And then 2 years ago, my business partner and I started a social media management company called Honey Bun Social.
Okay.
And so between that and Buns and Bites, that is like, so I like live, breathe, eat
Social media.
all day from when I wake up in the morning to when I close my eyes at night. I am Instagramming.
Wow.
And like I would say like 90% of our clients are restaurants. So a lot of this is like, oh, it goes hand in hand. Somebody hires me to do a Buns and Bites shoot and they're like, hey, I loved this. Can you also run my Instagram page?
Wow.
Yes, of course. So, and my business partner, Sasha, she's amazing. And she also has a background in like marketing. So between the two of us, we are like
guys are-
always like
That
Yeah.
was so inspiring just now. I cannot. Me and Jeannie just looked at each other like, this is
Crazy.
what we need to be doing.
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
Yes.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
wow, I'm so glad I asked that question. That is so
And
impressive.
it's so crazy too because I started a social media business too. But for some, and people hit me up, but I freak out when they do. Like, oh my god, am I even like? What am I doing? And mind you, I have social media experience for years,
Yes.
but I just freak out. Like, I'm
What do you
like
freak out
it's
about?
like it's
What is
more
it?
like the what do you call that syndrome?
Imposter syndrome.
Imposter.
Syndrome.
I was going to say self-sabotage.
Yes.
Because you're like, oh,
like that
no.
too.
Exactly. That's what happens to me. So I'll be like, am I cut out for this? And the thing is that like I want to quit my 9 to 5. I love my 9 to 5, but that's not, social media is my passion. You know what I
Amen.
mean? Like,
If you know it, you got to do it.
I know.
So,
Especially if you have people who are like, can you help me? Yeah, the answer should be like, yes. And then I'll figure it out
As
as
I
I
go.
do it.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like especially today, like, and this happens to us all the time, that like we'll have a prospective client hit us up to be like, I'm trying to like blow up. I'm trying to like have 100,000 followers. And I'm like, well, you might not be the client for us because like I will never guarantee that like I'm gonna like make you go viral or like I'm gonna like get you 10,000 followers this month. Like never. So as long as like that is from the jump, like what are the things that I'm gonna do for you? Like you're gonna have the most beautiful, aesthetic, gorgeous Instagram feed you've ever seen.
Wow.
Like what your Instagram feed looks like should be, we always say this to clients, it should be your own personal billboard, a miniature billboard. What would you put on I-95? If you wouldn't put it on I-95, then like this is what it should look like. When somebody pulls you up and I'm like, hey, do you want to go with me to like Chilangos on the street? And you're like, what's Chilangos? Oh, I just found it. You need to know what that restaurant looks like within a second. So I can promise you that it's going to look incredible. I can promise you it's going to be very consistent. You're going to have engagement because we're going to be responding to comments and sending things and sharing things. Like we can make sure that your brand is like so clear, it's not second guessed.
Right.
And obviously people who work in social media, if you have the experience, like, you know, as long as you're like, the only thing that you could think about imposter syndrome is like, oh, can I like make this person like blow up? And as long as you tell them, that's not what I do.
Right, because
I do
that's not what I'm
different
interested
for
in.
you.
Exactly.
I can like make sure that like you look really good, you perform well, people are going to interact with your page and have that organic growth because inevitably it'll come.
That's true.
If you're going to have this great, beautiful presence, inevitably people are going to be drawn to it and like it. And it might take them seeing it 10 times before they're like, I'm going to follow.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, that was again inspired.
I was like, wow. I swear to God, Janina, we got to see that clip where we both look at each other. We're like,
yeah, because me and Sarah, like I was telling her, me and Sarah, like literally, we like, what is like? Why isn't that we're like more like? But it's true, like it's the work that we put in. We got to treat this like our child. You know what I mean? And we do, but not as we should.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's very, very
Thank
inspiring.
you for that. So my next question is, what was your first viral moment and how did that change things for you?
My first
if you could remember
moment, honestly, everything changed with Reels.
Okay.
Like obviously pre-Reels, they were like, again, it was just photo, not video. Well, I mean, like you could post videos, but it wasn't the same. So for me, it was always photos. And I'm sure that I had moments where like I had like really good engagement on like a post. Like the first time I won like a Best of RI award, like I had like, you know, thousands of people being like, I'm so happy for you, like giving me applause. And like that obviously felt like the best feeling in the world, that like, oh, the girl with the butt blog gets some recognition for the work that she does because she's feeding us. And I love that. So that was like the first time that I was like, wow, people are really like giving me some flowers.
Okay.
But once Reels came out, that's when like things started to really progress faster. I mean, like I want to say that like from 2017 to 2020, it took me like that long to build like 20,000 followers. And then the year that Reels came out, I like doubled because it just like, you just have access to more people. So the first time I had a video go like viral was at Eastside Pockets. And it was like the first time that I had a video that was like over 500,000 views.
Wow.
And like since then I've had like several that have like 1 million views or like 800,000 views. And honestly, the thing is with going viral is that like, as soon as something starts to go viral or you're like, oh, this is picking up, we're going into the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. I'm like, mentally preparing myself for the trolls.
Oh yeah,
because you can't go viral without trolls. Like they are a part of it. So while on one hand you're like, I'm so happy that this is performing so well. Like the business is so happy because they're like, wow, like we've gotten so many new people in the door. But at the same time, the other side of virality is that there are going to be people who don't like you for no reason or who don't know you and or just want to like ruin your day. And like it's taken me a long time. Not that it took me a long time, but there was a lot of like mental work that I had to go into.
Oh my God.
Convincing yourself that like, I'm not the things that these people are saying. Like, I don't need to take that personally. I have to remind myself that like this person must be miserable if they're saying that to me and they don't know me. So yeah.
Projecting.
So
me and Sarah get so much hate.
No.
You have, oh my God. We've been called every name.
No.
But that's because we say things most won't.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
why. So that
Men really hate us.
They really get triggered by us sometimes.
Like,
even if
so
we're
bad.
on their side, which is hilarious, but very good. We're here for the ladies.
At this point, like I literally take it as a joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like, you're calling me fat, but I'm pretty sure, I always say the same thing to them. I'm like, DM me a picture of you real quick.
Yeah,
Let me see what you look
Let
like.
me see that bald spot in the back of your
Yeah,
head.
Literally.
Because it'd be them. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
So tell me, if a restaurant wants to promote you, okay, what is the best way to go about getting in contact with you or even going about that?
You have to email me.
Okay.
Because my DMs are so fucked. Like the DMs, the like primary inbox, the general inbox, the message requests, the hidden requests. Like I will find people who are like far down into the porn bot spam that I get, like 500 messages from bots a day. And then there'll be like a person who's like, hi, like I want you to come to my restaurant. And it's from like 4 months ago because I've never seen it because it gets buried. So I'm like, you have to email me.
Perfect. Okay.
So
Do you want to just say your email? We're going to put it on the screen.
Yes. bunsandbites@gmail.com.
It's
Perfect.
Come on, guys.
That's
That's all it
That's
is.
it. You really can't miss it.
Yes. It's right in my bio too. Email.
Love that.
The button.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you this. What's something people totally get wrong about being a food influencer?
Well, I think that a lot of people, the number one thing that I get is like, she doesn't eat all that food. Like, what the heck? Like, there's no way. Or like, just like the comments on my body of like, she's skinny. And I'm like, first of all, you don't need to like, you don't need to comment on it. But like,
Yeah.
regardless,
Weird.
it's always the, you don't eat that. She doesn't actually eat that. You can't look like that if you eat that. And I'm like, so I think that a lot of the time the thing is that like myself, other food bloggers, like you see this like big, beautiful spread of food and you see me like, it smells so good. But what you don't see is that like once we're done shooting, it's like me, my husband, my photographer, my best friend. And then we all sit down and we're like eating everything.
Right.
And then once we're done eating, if there's still food, we're packing it up and I'm literally eating it tomorrow. So like it's never wasted. And of course I didn't eat. People would be like, she doesn't eat all that. I'm like, well, yeah, babe. I didn't eat a pizza, a dozen wings, an Italian grinder, a Philly cheesesteak, chicken nugget. Like, obviously, I didn't eat all of that. So people will be like, what the heck? So, no, of course I don't eat all of that. But
People
one thing
are
I
so-
do is I eat until I am full and satisfied.
Amen.
Every time. We just talked about, like, I don't say, like, oh, I need to, like, only have, like, I'll just eat what I want to eat. Especially like if we have all this food out here, like I know that like the chicken fingers might not excite me as much, but the pizza looks really good. So I might like try the chicken fingers, but I'm having like a slice of pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, I did a video about this where I'm like, let me show you like how much I'm eating at a photo shoot. And it's like, I've got 12 dishes. If I have 2 bites of food from each dish, I'm already like almost full because it ends up being
It's a lot. It's a
lot.
Like if you think about it, like if I actually like put it all onto a plate, the plate would be full.
Right.
It'd be a big ass plate. So
are
like, yeah, of course I'm not
sickening.
eating all of the food. I'm always sharing it. It's never wasted. But that's I think like the biggest thing that I get is that people are like, well, she sucks because she doesn't eat all that. There's no way.
Imagine being mad at someone getting food, free food, and getting paid for it, and you guys being mad that she's not eating all of it. Like imagine being the person commenting that.
Right. How mad do you have to be?
You
It's
have to be
crazy.
so miserable. That is
you
ridiculous.
do.
Oh, that's sad.
Okay. Well, how about this one? This one's funny. Have you ever been in a situation where you've tried something at a restaurant that you didn't enjoy, and how was it trying to be your authentic self and be nice and be honest?
Yes. It honestly almost never happens.
Really? Okay.
It almost never happens. And that is because, one, a lot of the restaurants I'm working with, I've either already been to, so I already know that I like it.
Okay.
Or 2, if I haven't been to it, I'm going to like scout it out. I'm going to say, ask a person who I know, have you been here? Did you like it? What did you think? Like, what was the ambiance like? What was the food
Okay.
like? I'm going to look up, I'm going to like then do a deep dive into like your Instagram. What does your food look like? Am I going to like it? Because sometimes I'll be like, like, I can tell this is just like not my style. Or I can tell like, I don't think that I'd want to go there and eat. So I'm going to say like, thank you, but no thank you.
Okay.
Like this is the thing, like, yes, I get paid to do this. I don't say yes to everyone. I get to pick who I work
Good.
with.
Okay.
So like, if just because you're cutting me a check doesn't mean that like it's going to work because
I wouldn't be able to. I'm so picky. I'm a picky eater.
it's tough because I mean like, yeah, I have to put my name on it. I have to say like, if I just posted everybody, eventually you might go to 10 places and 6 of them you liked, but if you didn't like 4 of them,
You're
you'd
gonna
be
start
like,
looking like
she's at a 60% rate. That's not very good.
You're
Like,
right.
what the heck? So I'm not going to trust her opinion anymore. So if I'm posting it, I like it, and this is the thing. Not everybody will like it. I like it, so I'm sharing it.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Have
Like,
you
I'm-
ever like handle
yes.
like the honesty of like when you've tried something that you didn't like?
Yes. So it really like I can only say that this truly happened on one occasion.
Okay.
Okay.
I was in Boston. And it was, again, like something that I like did a bunch of research. I saw a bunch of other food bloggers had gone. Their experience looked really nice. I feel like without giving away like what the restaurant was, it was a experience concept. It was like an immersive experience.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, like the food looks good. The experience looks like really unique and different. Like, let's do it. So I go, I bring my sister, and honestly, like anytime I go to Boston, it better be good because
Period.
that traffic makes me
Oh my
sweating.
God.
God, parking.
It's the worst. Yes.
So I go up to a rainy day in Boston. I go with my sister, and we sit down, and the actual like immersive experience part of it was so fucking weird that I was like, what is going on? I feel like this is designed for a 10-year-old. Like,
Wow.
what
Okay.
are they doing? Like little kid. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, at least the food looked like really good. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Like, whatever. Like, maybe it's just a little funky. And this food was just so below par.
Oh my God.
Like, listen, I'm a clean the plate kind of person. Like, if you bring me a piece of food, like, I'm probably going to eat what's on my plate.
Right.
And this was like you have 2 bites and you're like, I'm good. Because this tuna was just defrosted right now. Like,
Hell
this
no.
came out the microwave. Like, no way. So, like, the service was so good, so nice. Everyone there is so nice. And honestly, when I work with restaurants in Boston, it's almost never the restaurant that's setting it up for you. It's like a PR company or a marketing company.
Yeah.
So after my experience and I left, and like, you know, my server, lovely, thank you so much for the night. I had to reach out to the marketing girl and just say like, hey, I'm really sorry to have to do this. But the experience was not fit to post on my page. Like the food was not up to par. The experience was not up to par. Okay. And she was like, actually, you're not the only like blogger that we've worked with who has also given us this feedback. So I knew that I wasn't alone in this. And she was so nice about it. Like, I was just like, I have to be honest that like this stuff doesn't fit my brand. And if God forbid, I told someone, go to Boston and go to this experience, and it's like $100 a person, and they spend it and like it's like Chuck E. Cheese, and like no. I was like, no, I can't do it. And so they were very nice about it, and they're like, no problem. Like that is
like so amazing, because I feel like most people are scared to be honest and have that, you know, difficult conversation, because I'm sure you were probably like, this is going to be a tough one to have, right? Yeah. But you were honest and you stayed true to yourself, and you didn't just do it for a check, because a lot of people do.
A lot of people do.
I mean, we've seen influencers from Massachusetts, and I'm sure I can say just like a few things, but she like fakes her accent, right? So it's like, okay, you're not really being
over embellishment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love that for you. Yes. You're amazing.
And it's crazy because I can't go to a new restaurant without going to your page. I have to. And all of my friends do too. We have to go to your page to like, let me see if she's been there. Every single time. I feel like our food really depends on you.
Literally.
It's really like, it's really serious.
Thank you.
I swear to you.
Thank you. I love to hear that.
It's okay. Now, would you recommend becoming a food influencer to anyone?
I think that if you really like food, which like most of us do, then yeah, absolutely. And I think that like whether you're getting into food blogging or like fashion blogging, as long as you're like ready to, like obviously there's a lot of fun parts of any kind of online creator presence, but like there's also a lot of work that goes into it, and like parts that are not fun, and like the headaches, and again the trolls, and like all that part. Like for all the fun parts, there are like, I wouldn't say it's 50-50,
right?
Because the good far outweighs the bad, but like there's a lot of that too. So as long as you're like prepared for that, and knowing that like it's not just going to be all like fun and cheeseburgers, then yes, then you should do it. I like think that like why not? Why not just try it?
Totally. Me and my sister we review foods.
You do?
Yeah, but we're not consistent with it. We just do it for fun, and
Okay.
it's just. And we reviewed Indian food.
Oh my god.
And we hated it.
No.
And I love me some butter chicken too.
But the way we're honest is like, we gotta tone down the honesty, because it was like real raw.
Yeah.
And the comments, I don't think there was like
my
maybe 2
God.
good comments out of like hundreds of
No.
terrible ones. Yeah.
No.
So it's true. You gotta be cut out, people. If you want to start something like this, those comments.
Yes.
Yeah, you have
Crazy.
to have there's a certain mental capacity that you need to have, and like you need to be strong, because those comments, like she said earlier, we've gotten it all. single, alone, buy cats. It'd be like, you already know, like hilarious. You name it.
Clucking chickens,
like,
cows.
So yeah,
so much.
agree.
Crazy because, like you said, like you could post like the food review, and people either disagree with you or they don't like your review or whatever, and like they'll leave you the bad reviews on your review. Like there are people who are like, this place sucks, like fuck you, whatever.
She lied.
But it's also, like you said, the guys in the comments who are mad at you for no reason, for literally no reason. I had a video that like popped off and like went viral, and it was all because there were men in the comments, and obviously they hate what I do. A lot of men hate what I do.
Oh.
They're like, you know, so you could get creative and think of like the nastiest, like rudest thing you could ever say to a woman, and like that's what was like by the thousands in the comments. And so like sometimes it's not just like like you don't know what you're talking about, like what are your credentials, it's also like you're, again, use your imagination. Terrible.
Terrible.
People are
horrible. And if
it's
you
hard
have
to
low
not want to
self-
fight them,
Yes.
because honestly sometimes I have time, if it's like by like that happening, like by a slew of comments, I'm like, I can't even get into it because I'll be here all day. But if I get just one nasty comment, I'm clapping back at you.
Period.
Girl, we've gotten through phases of clapping.
Me and Jeannie, I'm like, nah, I got this one. Don't worry. I'm like, you handle this one right here.
Crazy. Okay. Oh, do you want to?
Yeah, let's do some burning questions. What's the wildest thing that's ever happened on one of your food collabs? Like, has someone tried to give you like raw food or like, I don't know, you know?
I don't know. Oh my God. Okay, I'll have to think.
Okay, come back.
Yes.
What about you, Jeannie?
Okay, let's see. What's always in your bag on content days?
Always in my bag on content days. Lip gloss, lip liner.
Always.
Lip gloss, lip liner. My iPhone,
Okay.
because all my content, all my videos are filmed on my iPhone.
Stop.
Yes.
Look at us. Both of us were like,
Everything
no
is
way.
edited on my iPhone.
The money maker.
This
Are
right
you
here, she's
serious?
working overtime.
I wish they could jiggle too.
Yeah, give it to 'em.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
You have no excuses, people.
Literally.
On your phone. Okay, and this isn't even the newest phone. This is the iPhone 15.
Period.
Works very well. I work with a photographer, so I would say like 50% of the time I'm being hired to do a full photo shoot. So I have a photographer come with me. So he's taking like professional photos. That's like a part of this, is that if you're gonna hire me, hey, maybe you need new photos for your website. Okay, well, we're gonna take beautiful photos of all your food, you can use them. And then there's also going to be a picture of me being like in the gallery. So just like keep in mind.
Right.
So usually I have a photographer with me, so he brings his gear, but really that's just like, I don't have like a light setup or anything. Like maybe if it's a dark restaurant, he'll bring a flash. But so usually he'll come with me, and if he's not with me, then it's just me and my phone and either my husband, or usually I'll like hire a girl to come with me to like help me film the content for the reel. So that's it. And honestly, like if I were to be like, I can only bring like a couple of things, like no purse, no nothing, just like walk in, I'm literally gonna take my phone, my lip gloss, my lip liner, and like that's it.
Okay.
That's all we need.
Wow.
That's all we need. Maybe a light, maybe like a little tiny light if it's a dark restaurant, but I am pretty adamant about only filming during the daytime.
Oh, I love
during
that.
natural, like
Natural
natural
light.
light. Like that is the best. That no matter what, there's no light that can compare. In my
Agreed.
opinion.
No, you're
unless
right.
We're going to like a restaurant like where like that is your vibe, that you're like, we are supposed to be this like dark, moody, like like hottie restaurant. Then like, yes, sure, we will bring a light and we will make it look so good. But 9.5 times out of 10, natural light daytime. I want to avoid using a light.
I love that. It's so much, less. It's less work when you don't need to worry about the lighting, and it's just there for you.
It's just the sun doing her thing. For
Definitely.
me. Yes.
All right, so I feel like we should probably get into closing questions.
Yeah.
Yes? Does that sound good? Okay, awesome. What's one piece of advice you'd give to another woman who's scared to start something of her own?
I think you should just be really proud of yourself and really confident in whatever decision, whatever avenue you're going in. Like, go into it like unwavering. If you're passionate about it, I'm guessing that if you're trying to get into blogging, whatever kind of, or like content creation, whatever it is, like, I'm guessing that you have a passion about it, because why would you get into something like this if you're like, nah, like I kind of like going to coffee shops.
Yeah.
Or like, you're probably like, I love going to coffee shops. I want to make a blog about all the coffee shops I go to. Like, get prepared and like work on giving yourself the confidence to do it. Sometimes like filming in public can be like really embarrassing. You're like, are these people looking at me? Are they eye rolling at me? they don't matter. And a lot of the time you're thinking that, and like really they're like, what's her at? Like,
Yes.
So like just remember that like it's honestly at the end of the day, it's also for you. Like Buns and Bites is like, if I don't know, like if I didn't grow the following, or if I lost the following, like I would still be wanting to go out to eat and making the content because I love to do it.
I love that.
So really, if you want to do it, like do it for you. Get the confidence, get prepared, and like try your best to put the negative thoughts, the imposter syndrome, the like all of those like things, because they'll be there no matter what. Put them outside.
Put them outside and just get right to it. Start working. I love that.
Okay, looking back at where you started, what would you tell that version of yourself now?
I would tell myself that like it's all gonna come together. And there are still moments where I have that I'm like, I think that one of you guys said something of like, oh, like, am I even like doing, like, is this even working? Like,
Right.
I have those moments all the time where I'm like, am I even doing the right thing? Like, is what I'm doing working? So like everybody I think experiences that, like those moments of like, oh my God, like what?
Doubt.
Yeah. So I
doubt.
would say like, if I were to go back, I would be like, start it sooner. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, what you're doing is going to
love
work
this.
because like you're passionate about it. So therefore people are going to see your passion and be excited because you're excited.
Yeah.
So like,
So
don't
fire.
doubt yourself, go for it, jump into it. And like, I would probably have told myself like, commit to it more, like lean into it more, because at the time I was like really nervous. I was like working at a university and I was like, what if my boss finds out and like, they don't like it? What if they fire me? Like, oh my God. So
Sounds like us all the damn time.
yeah, like no, forget it. Like honestly,
Wow.
and at the time, like I wish I could go back and be like, it doesn't matter. If your boss hates it, like she's not gonna hate it. But like if she does hate it, then like, oh well.
Oh, well.
luck.
Right.
Tough
right.
luck.
Yeah. Oh, God. I love
Okay.
that. I absolutely love that. In moments of doubt or like burnout, what keeps you going? Because I can imagine it must be a lot, right? Do you feel like, I guess to tag along with that, do you feel like you always have to put on a face when you're outside? Like you can never just go out, sweatpants, hair tied, like, you know,
Yes.
like to the
I mean, like,
supermarket?
sometimes, yes. I mean, like, people will recognize me and they'll be like, oh, I follow you on Instagram, like on TikTok, da da da. And then I'm thinking like, okay, if there are people who are saying that, there are people who will recognize me but aren't saying anything.
For
So
sure.
there are people. So and like generally speaking, like I like to be every day my best self put together. Like
I love
and it's
that.
not that I'm like, oh, I go out with no hair and makeup done. You'll catch me at Elite Gym next door, no hair and makeup, 3 days of the week, 4 days of the week, and then I'm like out getting coffee, no makeup. It's not that I'm like, oh, I only go out like with a full face on. It's not that. I just like to be feeling good. So it's not always that I need to like have a face on, but it's definitely that I like to like keep myself like
Put together.
as
Yeah.
best as I can.
Ready for anything.
But honestly, to be completely honest, like if I was not a content creator, I'd be doing that anyways.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Just like I love feeling like a cute girl. Like,
Like I look at myself and I'm like, I'm just so
I'm
cute.
just so cute.
Me, every time I look at my little pigtail, I'm like, you're so cute. Look at this. I just feel so young right now. I love it.
All right, we're almost done. This is going to be what legacy do you hope Buns and Bites leaves behind, not just for foodies, but for women building something meaningful?
Yeah, I mean, like we touched on, Buns and Bites isn't just food. Like that's a big part. Like that's the main focus of it. But a big part of this is that women need to like love themselves. Like in society today and social media, like we are always told that our bodies are never good enough, our jobs are never good enough, what you're doing is never good enough. Like whether you want to be a mother, whether you want to be married, whether you want no kids, like everything is wrong. Like everything
Yes.
is you're never good enough.
Never.
So like a big part of what I want to do and what I'm trying to like get back into with Buns and Bites is like always having like girls and shoots, because in the beginning I had every shoot I had a girl with me, and then COVID happened and I like couldn't have girls come to shoots. It was like just very different. So I got used to that. And now I'm like, no, like that was a big part of that, is like having the community, having the girls. The girls always have so much fun. The majority of my following is female. Like it's not that it's for the girls, because again, I want people to come to my page, men and women, to find good food. But
Yes.
like, let's celebrate women. Let's have fun with it. Like, I want you to feel good. I want everyone to feel represented on Buns and Bites. Like, if you love your body, I can love my body. Like, if this girl, like, she looks amazing, like I look like her, I look amazing. Like, I want to feel good and
That's
like
such
and
a good
seen.
message. Yeah.
So,
I love it. That
So
was amazing. Okay. before we finish, questions for us. We feel like you've been in the spotlight, girlfriend. Go ahead. What about us? Do you have any
Yes.
questions for us?
Well, first of all, we started what do both of you do for your 9
9 to 5.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Me first. Okay. So I work for a school, so that's why I started
You
laughing.
do?
Yeah. So I work in
Okay.
academia, and I'm the executive assistant to a dean. So that's very yeah. So I do that, and then I have our podcast, and then
Yes.
I'm trying to push my individual brand too, and just really.
What is your
get
individual
out.
brand?
So just really like Pilates and mom life, and pretty much just daily vlogging of the things I do.
I
So.
love that. I really love that.
So good. I work for the Rhode Island Commission for Human Rights, so I investigate discrimination. So I'm an investigator, and then I do so much content.
Yes.
I have a content page for everything
Yeah,
at this
content
point.
of content.
Content of content. I have
Yeah.
this podcast too. I just started my social media business that I gotta really like do something about.
Yeah.
And then my personal brand as well.
Yeah. So you guys both have like serious, like important and impactful jobs.
Yes.
Yes.
And it seems like they both probably make a big difference in the lives of others. And then you get to come here and have this as your outlet.
Yes.
So like, it
Yes.
sounded like you kind of both felt like, oh, like I don't know, like it makes me like my job, the line of like my job and then like my content life. Do you ever feel like it's hard, like there has to be like a hard stop of like
Yes.
this needs to be totally
Sometimes I go off the rails and I'm like, oh my God, I have to. Well, when I'm editing, because I'm just talking, but when I'm editing is when I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh, no, I cannot put this. I cannot put
we
this
gotta
in.
cut this out. We gotta
Like,
cut this out.
even Sarah will look at me and be like,
I'm like, my eyes twitching. I'm like, Jeannie. I'm like, come back, bring it
back,
back.
bring it
back.
Bring it in, girl.
Yes.
crazy. But then there's been moments that, like, for example, she sent me a video clip of herself once, and she's like, should I post this? And it was on the theme of, what was the theme?
Begging. That was one of like our clips, and
Yes, I saw that. Like, should
Yeah.
you have to beg someone to like?
Yes.
but I
Yeah.
questioned myself. I sent her that clip. I'm like, how pathetic do I look in this? Like, I'm so embarrassed to post this.
And I was like, Sarah, people need to see this. You need to post it. And she did, and it went viral on Instagram and on TikTok. Crazy.
Yeah, because it's content that people can feel like they can relate to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys do a really good job of that. That like whatever is happening with life, like you could, whether you're like trying to get into content, mom blogging, like whatever that looks like, and you can see like, oh, there are other women that also feel like this, also deal with it, like relationship stuff, friendship stuff,
Yes.
like family things. Like I think you guys really like do a great job of covering like all topics. And then also like getting into like some harder questions of like,
For
what do you
sure.
guys feel about like asking for help? Like I was like watching and like asking for help of like, these are harder questions that like call for harder conversations.
Yeah.
Big time.
For sure.
And that's kind of a great segue for our rebranding, because that's what we are doing. We have sort of started the discussion of rebranding Too Many Opinions to continue to be us, right? But to really focus more on being inspirational and having women empowerment and things like this. So
Motivating.
Yeah, because at this point, like, we've done shitted on men for so long that I'm like, I'm just over that. Like, I feel like this is a new.
Don't even give them another.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, you know what? Enough men have microphones.
Exactly.
We need to give more microphones and more platforms to women.
Exactly.
So that's why we want to get more women on here.
And then I'm gonna do a quick little this or that rapid.
Love it.
So it's gonna be ready. It's gonna be breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Okay, can I do dessert?
Okay,
Love
dessert.
it. Okay.
Dessert.
Dine in or take out?
Dine in, 100%.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet,
Spicy or mild?
spicy.
Burgers or pizza?
Pizza. Oh my god.
Favorite fast food chain?
Guys, I don't.
You can't say it?
No.
Oh, no,
Skip.
No,
Oh, she don't eat it.
Oh, you don't at all.
I need to be like you.
Really?
Well, it's not that I don't eat fast food. I just don't eat it. I don't eat at chain restaurants. I have to be like on a road trip and you're like, we've been driving for 7 hours and there's a pit stop, so we're gonna get Auntie Annie's.
Gotcha.
So
need
no
to be
Cheesecake
like-
Factory.
No.
Okay. No Olive Garden. Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
If
Go-
you want, if like next time you're like, I'm gonna eat at a fast food restaurant, but I want fast food, but I don't want to eat a chain, send me a DM and I will give you a fast food alternative for a local spot.
Place.
To like get
Perfect.
the burger, get
Noted.
the sandwich, get the da-da.
God,
Yeah.
I need
Okay.
that. Okay.
You go.
Go to comfort food.
Pizza.
Okay.
Ooh, this is most overrated dish in Providence.
Most overrated dish in Providence.
Not restaurant, but dish.
Dish.
Okay, guys.
I got one too. I want to hear yours.
Honestly, it's not like a dish at a restaurant. I was actually just talking about this on TikTok. I want to know why all of a sudden burgers, and like burgers are not even a favorite food of mine. I almost never, I'm like, I really want a burger. But when I do want a burger, if I'm going to have a burger, I want it to be a burger. And right now, smash patties are taking over Rhode Island.
They
Oh
are.
my God.
There, I think that there is a place that I can think of that I think that they do the smash patty really well, and that's there. I think they do a fantastic job.
Okay.
So I don't want this to be like, she thinks that all smash burgers are bad. But I just find that smash burgers, like, it's just not what I want when I want the burger. Like,
Yeah.
I want
Like
a
a
juicy,
see?
like, you know, medium rare, like burger, like rather than like the little deep, like
Yeah.
it's
Little,
all thin,
you need to
I'm
order
with
like
you.
4 burgers to feel full.
Literally.
yeah, and there
Four
are
patties.
multiple like burger restaurants that like now have just all switched over to like smash burgers only, and I'm like, why?
I know.
So it's just that I think that they're like, if you want to have that as an option, yes, because there are plenty of people who really love the smash burger, but I think that you got to have the patty. as
Agreed.
well.
for
I want a
sure.
patty too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same.
And then the last question. Do you want to?
No, you go.
Okay. Last question is, what's one place you could eat at for the rest of your life if you could choose one? That is like your fave.
Like, put me in the grave.
I know it's gonna be hard for you because you put us onto all the best restaurants. So,
Oh my
and they're all
God.
good. So,
Honestly, I have like a couple that I like really love. It's hard to pick just one.
okay.
But I mean, like, I would say in Providence, I really love Oberlin. Like, Oberlin is like always going to hit. Like,
Okay.
it's just too good.
Okay.
But overall, like in Rhode Island, I would say like my favorite restaurant that I'm like, I will go anytime. I love it, love it, love it is Matunuck Oyster Bar.
Matunic
I love
Oyster. Okay, I've never been.
Never-
You ever
Yeah.
been there?
Never.
Gotta go.
Now listen, I am fully aware that I am biased. I worked at Matunuck Oyster Bar for 10 years. But
okay.
like that honestly should say even more that like I spent 10 years working there and I would go there and eat there all the time. Like
It does say more.
right now, like I'd be like, let's go. Like I love it. I love their food. I think that overall as a restaurant, like they nail it in every department. Ambiance, views of the water, like food, price, everything. Fresh seafood. If you like seafood and you're not eating at Matunuck Oyster Bar, I think that you are making a big mistake.
I wish I like seafood. I
don't
hate,
like
I
seafood?
hate
No.
it.
Okay, then honestly, there's still things that are non-seafood.
Okay,
There
okay,
are,
I gotta
but
try
like
them.
most of the menus
It's
can be
seafood.
seafood.
I
But
like
there's a
calamari.
few things. They have amazing calamari. Okay,
See that?
Yeah,
Something for
Yeah.
everyone.
I love
absolutely.
So cute. This has been amazing.
Thank you guys. You guys are such amazing hosts. You make me feel so comfortable. You're uplifting, like you're hype girls. You guys are great. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much for
so
having
much.
me.
Thank you. Thank you,
you.
guys. Please follow. I know everybody's following her, but if you're not, please follow Laura on Buns and Bites. Do you have a website? Or it's just Instagram?
I do. I have Instagram, TikTok, and really quick, my website.
Yes.
I'm just very proud of my website because I designed it to make it like a search engine. So when you come on my
even
my,
know.
my homepage, you can select like, okay, I'm in the mood. I'm in Narragansett.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to eat. I'm in Narragansett. I'm gonna select Narragansett. Show me either anything, or you can be like, I really want tacos. So Narragansett tacos. Here's what we got for tacos. in Narragansett.
Stop.
Yes. Or you could just be like, I want brunch or I want girls' night. I'll go anywhere. Select girls' night, anywhere. Boom. All the girls' night places.
Please go on the
Fire.
website. You know how much times I've had to
Bunsandbites.com.
search for the freaking restaurant? I'm like, where is the restaurant?
Yes.
And it's already all in order on your website.
Yes.
Okay, give us the
www.bunsandbites.com. That's it. It's all simple. That's
I feel
it.
so dumb.
I love
No,
it.
no, no. Honestly, a lot of people, I need to like promote it more, but
For sure.
a lot of people don't know. But yes, it's designed specifically there for that because I might have gone to a restaurant 2 years ago and you're scrolling to find it. Whereas you could just be like, I want to know what to eat or like to go out for a date night or something like that. And it's just more easily accessible and organized.
Perfect.
Yes.
Wow, this
I
was
love it.
amazing.
So good. So motivation. Like, I feel so motivated right
I
now.
feel so motivated by
No,
you
I'm so
guys.
serious. Like, wow, what a... Oh, it's
can't
like
wait to
God's
get-
message. It's like God's message right here. So,
for
so thankful. But, all right. Till the
Thank
next
you so
time.
much.
Bye.
Bye.